What's going on, baddies, babes, and gents? It's your girl, Wisdom's daughter. Welcome to Bad Girls Talk, where we talk about everything from trending news stories, hot topics, celebrity news, politics, and yes, even what's going down in these YouTube streets. Okay, your eyes are not failing you. You have read the title and the thumbnail correctly. Y'all, now this channel been terminated again. Make sure y'all hit the like button as the intro plays. Who, child? This is crazy. All right, baddies, babes, and gents, y'all know that I am not usually up at this time in the morning. So if I'm on live at some 2 o'clock in the morning, Eastern Standard Time, y'all already know something big is going down. So yeah, it is true. Okay. Nyla's channel has been canceled again. I don't know who this woman done pissed off, but she got the right one this time. Um, Listen, yes, T Rain said, "Oh Lord." Yes. I don't even know what to say at this point, but you have to give her credit for her tenacity. Okay. She been terminated how many times now? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I done lost count. Okay. I have done. YouTube has decided that they don't want Nyla vibes, Taz vibes, good vibes, any vibes, grown women vibes. Nyla says, ABC says, Big Bird says, Taz exclusives. I'm trying to think of some of the other names. Y'all help me out in the chat. um so for those of you who don't know, Nyla Vibes, better known as Grown Women Vibes, is a content creator. Her channel looked like this at one point, and she has been struggling as of late these past few months with her YouTube channels. And it seems like every single time she starts another channel, it gets taken down by YouTube. YouTube has decided that they do not want Nyla Vibes and NylasSays, Nyla nothing, Blue Heart Gang Gang nothing on their platform, point blank, and the period. It don't matter how many petitions have been signed, how many names have been signed. You just stick to Rumble. That's my advice. Just go on and stick to Rumble. So for those of you who are new here, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button. Hit it like you mean it too. Break the button if you have to. It's okay. YouTube can afford another one. Subscribe to the channel and make sure you got your notifications turned on. So Nyla Vibes is a content creator. She has been on YouTube for at least the last 5 years. Her earlier platforms were primarily dedicated to women's empowerment, and in somehow, some way, that got lost in translation and turned into beef tube, right? A lot of this YouTube beef, aka the beef sector, and there was a lot of doxing and things going on, and people were hurt. Okay, things got pretty bad. I'm not coming on here to tell a sob story, but I was definitely caught in the line of that fire. So I don't necessarily feel bad, but what I will say is that the new platform, most recently, I was quite enjoying. So it's a little disheartening that the channel is not up, because it had a whole new vibe, right? Pun intended. But yeah, it's gone. It's gone. What's going on? Let me see who's in the building. We got T Rain, Savannah Clover. Oh wow, that girl Sassy said, I think it has something to do with the documentary type piece she did on Sonya being pow pow recently. It's possible, but see, here's the thing. Um, several years ago, again, there was this whole, beef sector, and unfortunately, and this is just basically according to other YouTube channels and some people who were more involved at the time. This is way before I was on YouTube, in terms of being a content creator. But apparently, she got in with some bad people and pissed some people off, and they ran her off YouTube. They got a petition signed, and they ran her. They ran her off YouTube. And so, when you build your platform based on bullying people and putting people's inappropriate pictures online and doxing people and things like that, and I'm talking about people who are completely innocent, just because I don't like you, or because I feel threatened by you, or things like that, or it's just fun, right? There are some people that just like to bully other people. I think there was a whole side to this person that many people on YouTube didn't know about and didn't find out about until way after the fact. But anyway, so that original channel got it got terminated by YouTube. YouTube's policies are very strict and they're very clear. Once you've been terminated on YouTube, you cannot start another YouTube channel until they give you permission to do so. She didn't have permission to do so. She started a new channel, and it was back to the same old doxing people, going into doing private lives, membership lives, talking about people and carrying on. And like I said, she done pissed off somebody. Somebody got tired of the BS. Let me see. Let's see, because it is down now. But at one point, her description of her channel is, "I'm Nylah, and I call out BS. Join my page and subscribe, and join me for interesting content, unconventional dialogue, and laughs." And if that's all it was, it would have been great. But it turned very dark. It turned very ugly. And that channel got reported. And so eventually the Grown Women's Vibe channel came down. And then another channel was created, and that channel was taken down. And then another channel was created, and then that channel was taken down along with her husband or boyfriend or whoever attaches to her, his channel, her brother's channels. All the channels came down. And at one point it was like she had a channel taken down and put up another one in the same week, and that one came down all like in a week span. And so she's been back under many different names. And I think adding the name Grown Woman Vibes back into the new channel, even in the name or in the address, may have alerted YouTube. Wait a minute, didn't we just take this channel down? And so I think YouTube, their systems are getting are a lot what's the word I can say? I think their systems are a lot more sophisticated. And so, whereas before it took a very long time to catch things, I think she is still in hot water because of the original channel that got taken down. And YouTube's policy says that you cannot circumvent your termination by going on someone else's channel. Hint, hint. Okay. Do I need to say it? I don't need to say it. Can't go on someone else's channel, right? And you also can't just start another YouTube channel. And so unfortunately, she's done that many, many times, and, having to rebuild, and, she's got a strong following, but I don't know. What I do know is that at one point she had 40,000 subscribers, and only maybe 25% of that actually came back. And it took a while. It took a few months of building. And so after a while, people just kind of get tired. They realize, what, something is wrong. It's not YouTube. It might just be you. It might just be you. Aqua Queen said, "I didn't go to the new channel because I thought it was more the same." I did at first too. I was hoping not, because I think she's an awesome content creator. We saw her on Tasha K, and it was just all the ugliness, right? It was the back and forth. It was the cyberbullying, the harassment, and sending the blue heart gang to other people's channels to talk crap or in their chat and all that other kind of stuff. Like, I would never send any of my subscribers. Okay. I have 4 YouTube channels. That's a little known fact. I have my first channel, Wisdom's Daughter. I have this channel, Bad Girls Talk. I have a Bible study channel, and I also started a YouTube channel for my dogs. Okay. I keep dogs on the side, and so I started a channel for that. Anyway, but I would never send my subscribers to go harass somebody on another channel. I discourage that, right? Um, anyway, Georgia P said, dang. Aqua Queen says, I don't like CCs who want a bunch of yes man followers behind them. It's okay for people to disagree with your opinion sometimes. I agree. It makes it interesting. But I know I went over there once, and you know, you dropped the link and went to say my piece, and that was the last time that I did that okay. I learned my lesson. Wisdom's Daughter was not welcome over there. I didn't know that. I didn't know I wasn't welcome. I didn't know we had beef, but apparently it was the issue. Georgia P says someone may have reported her. When they investigate, the IP address used is the same on all their pages. Their investigation is complete. Yeah, that's true. That is true. So I'm gonna share my screen, and we gonna see what happens when we look for it. All right, because I definitely did. I did look for it, and was trying to see if I can find it. You know. And as a matter of fact, while I'm doing that, so her last channel name was Nylah, whatever. So this is what comes up. I'm very familiar with Charisma Speaks. She is another one of I believe she's also a Nylah victim, is what I call it. And so listen, karma is real, people. When you do stuff, it come right on back to you. Good and bad. The lesson is stop effing with people. That's the lesson. So she goes into, you know, her piece, and as you can see, she streamed this 9 hours ago. So I caught it and I was like, wait a minute. I know they didn't take this woman's channel down again. Yeah, they did. So your girl might just have to stick to Rumble or whatever other channels she didn't went to. Yes, Aqua Queen. I didn't talk about it. There are a few people, a few YouTube colleagues that do know about what happened to me. I think for me, it wasn't even the lives that were being done that were dedicated to talking crap about me. Because stuff like that don't bother me. It was when I tried to reach out and via email, and then you're gonna put my email on the screen and make it so tiny nobody can read it, so you can tell them whatever the hell you want to tell them. Why wouldn't you just read my email? Right? If you're gonna talk about it, tell the truth. Read exactly what I said. And so that right there. Oh, thank you so much. Lisa Lulu said, I love your channel, and the channel loves you back. Thank you so much, Queen, and may your gift return back to you tenfold. But you know what? I didn't talk about it. I didn't really retaliate. I left it alone because I knew that karma was going to catch up to that, you know, it was going to catch up to it. So you can't do stuff like that and think it's not going to come back on you. So people have to make their own decisions. You know, there were, and it's, you never want people to have to choose. I don't want people to feel like because I'm having a problem with another content creator that I'm going to feel some type of way if you're going over there. You're grown. You can go where you want to go. You know what I mean? You can go where you want to go. There's some people still following. Somebody called it snake oil earlier today. Y'all funny. She got many names. Anyway, but there's some people still following Bible Lady. Okay. That's your business. But anyway, Aqua Queen said, I was already on the fence when she made a statement, but someone disagreed with her point of view and she went off. It was so unnecessary. You know, like I said, listen, people can change. Everybody deserves a second chance. And for those of you who did not get to see her new content, her new style of YouTubing, if you will, it was good. It was better than what she was doing before, honestly. But YouTube has spoken, okay? And they're done. They're done with all the foolishness. All right. So as I said earlier, your girl is done. Um, I don't know if YouTube can prevent her from starting another channel. So who knows? Maybe by tomorrow she gonna have another channel up under a different email and another Google account. Who knows? But YouTube has basically made it clear. You can start all the channels you want to start, and we're gonna take every last one of them damn pages down. So you keep wasting your time. And the thing is, when they terminate a channel, they keep that money, right? So the YouTube checks went out already. I've been got my check. I got my check a few days ago. So the YouTube checks already went out. So I don't know if she got that last check before they terminated, but remember the check is a month behind. So the check we get in January is really for December. So all this is the end of the month. So everything that's been done in January ain't getting paid for none of that. And I'm upset that I didn't get to see the video that was done on or documentary, as somebody said, that was done on Sonya. I did see that it was done. I didn't watch it. I didn't get to watch it. But let's take a look. We're gonna listen to a little bit of Charisma Speaks and see what she's talking about. Like I said, I have followed her channel. She has told her own testimony about her dealings with in the past. All right, let me just be clear. In the past, with Nylah Vibes, or I think she was going by NylasSays back then. And it's, you know, it hasn't been good. All right. There's a whole YouTube video series of a young lady who apparently was dating Nylah's boyfriend or husband. I think it's a boyfriend. I don't think they're really married. And Nylah found out and found, you know, her naked pictures, I guess, in the phone. Okay. And put them online. Put them online, you know. And apparently Taz had plans to leave Nylah and go with this girl. Who knows? Who I mean, these men say all type of stuff. Who knows what the situation is? But like, did it have to go there? Did you really have to put the girl's naked pictures online? Like, not even blacked out, like the whole thing, like everything. But anyway, let's go to this young lady and let's go and see what she's got to say in terms of her take on it. This video is 29 minutes, so we are not going to be listening to 29 minutes. We're just going to listen to a small portion of it. All right.
Welcome to the Charisma Speaks podcast. Charisma delves deep into the heart of the controversy, uncovering truths and voicing opinions on provocative topics.
That is loud.
Fair use commentary, analytical insights, and a certain about 7 months ago YouTube video for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button, and we're going to get right into it. Now, I spoke about this content creator about 7 months ago. That was the last time I made content about her, about the people associated with her, such as Cynthia G, that whole crew, that whole Black women empowerment crew that was thriving on YouTube like maybe 5 years ago at this point. You know, at one point, they were teaming up together. Cynthia G, NylasSays, and NylasSays, her boyfriend, Taz exclusive. All right. They all were teaming up together at one point, collaborating with one another in videos, really just debating against people, you know. And then suddenly something happened during one live show, and I'm just going to sum it up. And again, everything is in my own opinion and alleged if I cannot prove it, okay? But her, Cynthia G, and Taz exclusives, also woman sphere, Black woman sphere, they got into an argument on Cynthia G's live. And everybody pretty much who was watching that live saw what was going on. And so basically the argument was about Cynthia G and NylasSays talking about dusty black men who black women shouldn't date, who black women shouldn't procreate with, and things like that. And then I guess NylasSays got offended when Black Women's Fear was making her points, saying that there is no good black man or something to that effect. I don't remember every single thing, y'all, but pretty much the dusty black man that NylasSays always talk about, she got one. That's what it is. Period. I can't sugarcoat it. The dusty black man that Nylah.
Ooh, Charisma Speaks is not holding back. She said Taz is dusty. I'm gonna keep my opinion to myself, because I might concur, but I'm gonna keep it to myself.
Says and Cynthia G talks about, which Cynthia G still screws. That's what Cynthia G said. She said she still mess with dusty men in bed. That's what she said. This is why I can't rock with her. And I can't use that, oh, she got some good talking points. I can't compromise with this because she is a hypocrite to me. Cynthia G is a hypocrite. You cannot sleep with the same dusty black man you talk about and then want to call yourself trying to help black women. Like, what type of sense does that make? Y'all can look up these videos. Anyway, NylasSays and Cynthia G were like internet best friends. And suddenly during that live, they fell out because Black Women's Fear was making points regarding black men in general. And NylasSays took it personal. And NylasSays was like, well, I had a black dad in my life. I have a black husband. So basically she was acting as if more than one, more than a dozen, more than 100, what millions of black women go through. She was acting like she don't go through that, and she don't know what that's like. Like, oh, I never, like, I had a dad in my life, like I have a black man, so I don't know what. Like, she was trying to disconnect from her talking points, from Black Women's Fear's talking points, and she took it personal. And she basically personally attacked Black Women's Fear. Okay. And then they started arguing. And then Black Woman's Fear asked Cynthia G, she said, well, do you think, like, what do you think about it? And then she said, well, yeah, you were just talking in general. I don't think you personally attacked Nylah at all. So
here is, because we're not going to play all this. Here is where some of the issues that have occurred over the last year or so have come from, right? Bunch of black women getting together and one person says something that the other person doesn't like, and now they're at odds, right? And you know how it is. Then you get into the tit for tat. You get into, the back and forth. And that's why it's not a good idea to do the back and forth. It doesn't behoove you to do back and forth. But apparently back and forth was taking place. And this is where and how the beef sector was born. Because prior to this, there wasn't a beef sector on YouTube. At least not, among the women, and black women at that. So here is where the beef sector was born. And me coming on YouTube as a new person, I had no idea. No idea that there was a beef sector, what the beef sector was. And so things just got really, really ugly. Let me just see if she's going to say anything else of note, and then we're going to continue.
That's when they fell out. After that, we never saw them together. They never collaborated again. Cynthia G got her channel taken down. All right. I covered all of this on my channel. Check out the previous videos, y'all. All right. But Cynthia G's channel got terminated. And then NylasSays was on Tasha K's platform. So she did not help Cynthia G. She didn't collab with Cynthia G. Cynthia G started going on Storm Monroe's channel to basically tell people to go to her Patreon. So then people started questioning, why isn't Nylah saying anything? Why isn't she helping Cynthia G get her channels back? Shortly after that, NylasSays channels, both of them, got deleted. And then it was just like, wow, what is going on, right? So they both know why their channels were deleted. YouTube sends you an email telling you why they deleted the channel. You violated the terms of service. You violated the community guidelines. This is for copyright. You got 3 strikes. They tell everybody why they terminated a channel. So now this brings us here today. I say all that to get to the topic today of Nylah Says. Okay. But before we get into the rest of the commentary, make sure y'all hit the like button. And we're going to go on a short break here. And I'm going to come back with my commentary. Many different channels, many different YouTube channels, because she can't control herself. My to discuss Nylah Says, aka Grown Woman Vibes, aka Grown and Unfiltered Vibes, aka Girl Lala. She has many different names because she has had many different channels, many different YouTube channels, because she can't control herself. My God, a grown woman, a mother, and still can't control yourself online, cyber bullying and harassing people allegedly. Obsessed with Shirley Strawberry, obsessed with her ex-husband Nesto, just a lot of different things, obsessed with certain YouTubers. It's just so unfortunate that no matter how many channels are terminated, she still has not learned her lesson. So her newest channel, Nylah's Grown Woman and Unfiltered Vibes, which was created on May 24th, 2024, which was last year, and had 14K subscribers, more than 14K subscribers, was terminated by YouTube. We are assuming it was terminated yesterday. We don't know for sure. But the link to her channel goes to an error page, an error message that basically says this channel has been terminated due to violating YouTube's terms of service. So that is very unfortunate. The same reason, allegedly, the same reason that her other channels, her former channel, Nylah Says, was terminated, was due to violating YouTube's terms of service. Now, as I mentioned in previous podcasts, exposing this individual's behavior, go check those videos out after this one. YouTube does not permit people who were terminated to create new profiles or join the platforms of others who.
That part. Okay. Can I say it again? That part. And you got content creators out here trying to be nice, risking their channels, having this woman come on their platform.
Who are currently active and in good standing with YouTube. So by making new pages after being terminated, this is called circumventing the guidelines.
Say it again. Circumventing
the guidelines in terms of service. So this is what Nylah Says have been doing. And we said this on this channel that this was going to happen. This channel was going to be terminated because she had.
All right. Well, she called it. Like I said, you guys can go on Charisma Speaks. Hold on one second. You guys can go on her channel and listen to the rest of it. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of background. Georgia P said, I'm here listening to this on my phone and laughing because your video with Dre from yesterday that I missed is playing on my TV. Yes, I was just live a few hours ago and I was getting ready for bed. I've been doing some stuff in my house. I was getting ready for bed and Mama Wisdom was like, did you see this? I was like, what you done sent me now? I was like, oh no, wait a minute, because my mama don't sleep. She stay up all night long. My mama's a vampire. So I said, no, I don't know who's up, East Coast, West Coast. I don't care if it's two people in this live. I got to get on here and we gonna talk about this for a few minutes. This live is not gonna be long at all. It's gonna be a short one. Because again, those of you who are just joining us, yeah, your girl has been terminated once again. Okay. How many times has it been? So Nylah Says and the other Nylah thing that she had was terminated at the same time. That was the first termination. Grown Woman Vibes was the second termination. Then she came up with something called New Gen Vibes, Gen New Vibes, something Vibes. That was terminated. Then she came up with Nylah Investigates, Taz Investigates exclusive, Nylah exclusive. So that channel and Taz and her brother's channel or his brother's channel was taken down. That's 5. Then she comes up with the new channel, which is Nylah Unfiltered Grown Woman Vibes. And that channel that's 6 terminations that I counted. Okay. Something is very wrong when every time you put up another channel, it gets terminated. Okay. We heard from Charisma Speaks. All right, I'm gonna stop sharing now. We've heard from Charisma Speaks, and I have read the YouTube guidelines. You cannot circumvent. Okay, you can't go on someone else's platform and call it a collaboration. Can't do that either. All right, and the person whose channel they go on could potentially get terminated as well for helping or perpetuating the circumvention. So that you can't do. So I can only assume, even though I started out by saying she done pissed somebody off. um, I don't know. I'm just speculating. That I don't know nothing about that. She probably pissed off a lot of people, but it has to do with violating the terms of YouTube's policies. And anytime you do something you're not supposed to do, YouTube will send you the exact reason. You don't have to speculate. They tell you exactly what it is. You can go back and read the policy, and they tell you what you can do about it, if anything. They tell you about the appeal process, if anything. And so there was a mention the last go round. See, people tell you what they want to tell you on here because sometimes people are embarrassed. Sometimes people, just they want to make it seem like they're being transparent. And if you don't fact check, people could be lying to you through their damn teeth. Okay. Talking about, oh, my lawyers spoke to YouTube. No, the hell they didn't. You can't speak to YouTube. Okay. Ain't nobody at YouTube for you to talk to. There's an email. That's it. You can't call YouTube. You can send them an email. But even that is not the process. YouTube has a very specific process, and it is through the YouTube studio that you make your appeals. And so talking about we gonna figure out what's going on and not sure what happened. I knew she was lying. I knew she was lying then, but it wasn't for me to say. I said, you know what, people gonna figure out for their own selves. But I knew she was not being honest about what was really going on. I read so much info on her in Lipstick Alley. I was like, ooh, Aqua Queen, you gonna have everybody running over to Lipstick Alley to see what's going on. I'm definitely going to sometime tomorrow evening. I'm definitely gonna go over to Lipstick Alley and be nosy. But anyway, it like I said, it is unfortunate. Regardless of what happened, the past is the past. Your girl was doing good. She was doing all right, but YouTube has spoken. They don't want her on their platform. So Rumble it is. Facebook it is. YouTube it is not. So yeah, that's all we can do. So if you guys want to support Nylah, you can find her on Rumble. Okay. Like, let's get ready to rumble. You can find her on Rumble. She does have a Rumble account. I don't know what name it's under. It looks like her Patreon is also down, so I don't think you're gonna be able to find her on Patreon. I said it looks like. That's what it when I looked it up, it looked like it was down. So a man lost his business due to them doxing him, got depressed, and tried to unalive himself. Oh my goodness. See, that's serious. That's when it just, maybe I need to do a live when YouTube goes too far, right? How far is too far, right? How far is too far? So I use my favorite color is purple. So many of y'all know that, but I use pink. So if y'all ever want to put hearts up for me, it's always gonna be pink hearts. Always pink hearts. But that's too much, right? And your reputation is everything. So you build a reputation based on doxing people. If she could have doxed me, she probably would have. Right? Nobody's squeaky clean, but I don't have a criminal record. There's nothing to dox, right? Other than what she didn't, she doesn't know my legal name, so she wasn't able to find my address or nothing like that. But I do believe back then, and unfortunately, I don't blame her for, what happened and necessarily for her behavior. I also blame some of her subscribers, because some people here on YouTube just like the drama and like to push the drama, and everybody faces insecurities, right? And so the things that people were saying, they were just throwing fuel on the fire. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not going to rehash that because it's over and done with. Those people who were involved know exactly what they did. Oh, Aqua Queen, thank you so much. She put up pink hearts for me. Thank you. The purple hearts work too. I like purple. But anyway, but yeah, so that's all I got for you. That's it. She's been terminated again, and if she tries to start another YouTube channel, which she might, she just keeps doing it, we can expect that that one is going to be taken down too. I don't even think this new channel has been up for 6 months. I don't even think it's been up to 6 months. And she, made it all the way to 14,000 subscribers. Okay. I don't know what happened to the other 26,000 subscribers. Maybe they got woke and was like, we ain't with that. I don't know. I really don't know. But wish her all the best. Like I said, y'all can support her on Rumble if you're looking for it. That'll probably be the best place to find her, but you ain't gonna find her on YouTube. Okay, your girl gone. All right. YouTube don't want no kind of vibes but good vibes up here. No grown woman vibes. They don't know Taz vibes. All right. No, Nylah says, she says, everybody, they tired. They don't want it. That kind of behavior is a liability. Okay. The fact that you have people out here who might be trying to take their life, right? If I wasn't who I was, right? If I didn't know who I am, because I don't need anybody to tell me who I am. I know who I am, right? If anything, it's the opposite. But if I wasn't the strong person who I was, I might not even be here. They probably would have run me off of YouTube because I would have been like, you know what? I ain't dealing with this. I got a great career. I'm making good money. I'm not on YouTube for the money. The money helps. Don't get me wrong. Everybody needs to save some money. It definitely helps. But I'm not here for a paycheck. I'm here because it's fun. I'm here because I enjoy talking with you guys. And that's really what it's supposed to be. And unfortunately, once it becomes about the money, well, we've seen what people do when they're desperate for money. So it wouldn't be me. Well, act with real, true grown woman vibes, and there will be no worries. Yeah, that's exactly why I never went back to being a member. Got you. Taz channel is still up. I think it's just her channel. Listen, it could be. It could be. Whatever they want to do. I'm on my business. It's just that I'm just like, wow. Because if I had any doubts about the reason why the other terminations occurred, I know now exactly what it is. And YouTube is like, nope, that's not gonna work. That is definitely not going to work, because I don't think it's an issue with her content. Her content on the new channel was good. For those of you who got to go over there. Yeah. Yep. And I'll end on this. I've said it to some of my mods and to, again, some of my YouTube colleagues. You cannot bully Wisdom's daughter. You can try, right? They can get ugly. You can't bully me. It's not going to work, right? I don't accept being bullied. I didn't accept it when I was in grade school. I was short, I was chubby, I was dark skinned, and I say that because I was just telling my mom the other day. I said, I was looking at my old yearbooks and I said, how is it possible that I'm like a couple shades lighter, 30, 40 some odd years later than I was when I was a kid? How am I lighter now? And I don't use skin brighteners, and I've never bleached my skin, but my complexion is much lighter than when I was a kid. So I was black, fat, big glasses. I was a kid that you could easily pick on. So when people laughed at me, I laughed with them. I refused. You can laugh, but what you ain't gonna do, goddamn it, is you ain't gonna laugh at me. I'm gonna make you laugh with me because I'm laughing too. Then I'd go home and cry if I needed to cry, but I'd never cry in front of people. Never. Never show weakness in front of people. Right. And I was real good with the your mama joke. So people learned to stop effing with me. They stopped messing with me. Right. Because I was quick tongue. Tongue is a double-edged sword. So you listen, I used to do them your mama battles. You did not want to go toe to toe with Wisdom's daughter back then. All right. And so, and these kids that wanted to clown learned that, yeah, I could give it as well as I could take it. So I didn't accept being bullied. I got into one fight and that person learned real quick that I'm not the one. Cause I'm gonna pick up a brick, a bottle, and bust you upside your head. Okay. Don't let them glasses fool you. See, I've always worn glasses. I used to tell people, don't let these glasses fool you. Cause when I take these glasses off, forget about the earrings. Them glasses come off, you got a problem. Anyway. um Aqua Queen said, then arguing with the woman on your channel, but having that man come up there to threaten or fuss at women is lame. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff that happened, but I do believe that she's trying to move on from that. I do believe that. So I won't be signing any petitions, but I do believe that she was trying to turn over a new leaf. Aqua Queen said, right, I was very popular in school, but I didn't play that bullying mess. I was raised right. I know that's right. Georgia Peach says, same for me. Believe it or not, when you lose weight, you stop producing the hormone that's similar. Okay, wait a minute. Believe it or not, when you lose weight, you stop producing the hormone that's similar to a pregnant woman as much. That hormone makes you darker. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. That's a really good point because I was just over 200 pounds at one point. So that makes a lot of sense. Cause when I tell you, I've been like, am I gonna be looking like Michael Jackson before he passed away when I'm like 70 years old? Because, but my father my father was fair skinned, and we like many African American families, we got the dark side and the light side. And most of my aunties and uncles, were you know, light skin with what we used to call Puerto Rican hair. Not Puerto Rican, Puerto Rican hair, right? Which is a black term for good hair, right? That Indian hair, whatever you want to call it. But Georgia Peach, that is really interesting. I'm definitely gonna look into that because I've been trying to figure out what is going on. Like, how much lighter am I gonna get? I'm good. This is good enough. This is good. But yeah, really interesting. I barely recognize myself. But anyway, um, y'all, thank you guys so much for being on. Again, remember to like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and let me know your thoughts in the chat. Let me know what you guys think. Let's not in the chat, but down in the comments. So if you missed the live, feel free to leave a comment down below. And I do read the comments and I do try to respond to you guys. So Aqua Queen said, oh wow, I love FYIs. Learn something new. Thank you, Georgia Peach. She said, I didn't believe her until I did. I had gastric bypass and lost 160 pounds, and I'm totally a different color. Yeah, I lost up to 50 pounds at one point, but I'm still, within that 40-pound weight loss range. So makes sense. Well, thank you, Queen, for educating us about what's going on. And hopefully I did a good job to educate y'all on what's going on with Nyla's channel for those of you who've been looking for her. So, Blue Heart Gang, if y'all are out there, keep your girl in prayer because she needed. She needed. She be doing them amens and carrying on. Don't play with God. I'm gonna tell you right now. Don't say it if you don't mean it. Don't be playing with God. You can't be cussing and saying amen in the same sentence. All right. I'm sorry. Nope. You or your microphone. You can't do that. That's not gonna work. All right. If you guys want to, the Cash App is actually, that is not the correct Cash App. Let me go ahead and correct that right now before we go. That is definitely not correct. That Cash App doesn't even exist anymore. So if you do want to send me a Cash App, for those of you who prefer to gift that way, it's I Am Wisdom's Daughter. Right? Make sure you are following me on all of my channels. Follow me on I Am Wisdom's Daughter. Follow me on The Word Podcast. All right. We will be getting back to our regular programming on The Word Podcast on this coming Wednesday. All right, family. It's 2:38 a.m. Y'all have a good night, and I will see y'all on the next one. Bye, y'all.